Hello guys, and welcome here to the Lyft National Series here under the lights on Friday night from the Daytona International Raceway. Today we present to you the WaWa 250 presented by Coca-Cola. I'm Brian James here in the booth. Welcome back. After a week and a half away, the Lyft National Series is back on track, and so will the Jello Cup Series. We hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'll tell you, nothing beats a deep fried bird. But let's get moving here. Bobby 2 Davis, he will be on the pole here today. To his outside will be Alex Tanker in the number 92. We only have one two-time winner this season. And of course, other than that, we have a bunch of one-time winners this season. And with the playoffs quickly approaching, again, many of these drivers are going to want to set their names out from the rest. We'll see who can do that. Of course, Bobby 2 Davis is a winner this season, as is Alex Tanker and Eric Faden and Gene Sanford. The top four are all winners this season. The guy in fifth, Tyler Faden, he's one of the guys that was battling. He was one of the guys battling for the points lead not too long ago. A good run for him today could very well put him in the points lead. So a lot is at stake here today, as always. And of course, one thing to keep in mind, this is Daytona. There is the possibility of a big one. We will address that in the keys to the race in just a moment when we show you your starting lineup. But when will that happen? You know, what can we expect? We're going to get to that all in just a moment. Let us roll the intro here, though, first, and then we'll be right back here in just a moment with your starting lineup on GCN. You are watching the Gaming Collaboration Network, home of the Jello Cup Series.
Oh man, through turns 3 and 4, we're going to have ourselves another photo finish, and I believe this time the 43 Tim Randolph will win at Daytona.
The Lyft National Series. Here we go. They make their way through turn 3 and 4. The pace car will peel off. And for the first time ever, the Lyft National Series is green here at Daytona. The Hitachi Truck Series. And here we go. The pace truck is gonna peel off. And for the first time ever in GCN history, we have a truck series, and we are underway under the lights here at Daytona in Tuesday night heat. Start for us. Your GCN presentation starts right now. And welcome back. The starting lineup, it will roll on the left hand side of your screen. We got a car that blew up. The number 6, as you see the starting lineup. A tough break for Giorgio Stumu, not the start he wanted. But anyway, again, we're here at Daytona, same length as the truck race earlier this season. And of course, we do have no pit stops here, except for this one, which will allow that damaged car to come to the pit lane. We also have overtime at our dispense if we need it here today, as the pace car will peel off. It'll be Bobby 2 Davis, Alex Tanker, green flag waves. We're underway at Daytona. And another thing to keep in mind, that this is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the last restrictor plate race. Well, at least the last Daytona or Talladega race of the season. The next big oval where we will be seeing this kind of drafting likely is going to be at Ricky Raceway. So the key is survive in advance and learn a thing or two. As you see the 19 Bobby 2 Davis get out to the lead early. Here comes Tyler Faden. And another thing, of course, the big one. We had mentioned it in pre-race. When will the big one strike? Because we know it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And again, if it strikes late, we do have overtime in this race. So it's a very real possibility we could have overtime here in the Lyft National race at Daytona. Man, right on the bumper of Bobby 2 Davis. And you see there the gearbox for the 6 team, a tough break for them. But right on the back bumper, that is Eric Faden. He is a former winner here at Daytona. He's won here on the on the Hitachi truck side earlier this season under these same conditions. He's also won. Whoa, they're hitting the wall back there. Yeah, he's won here on the truck side, and he's won here on the cup side. He's a former Daytona 500 winner. And of course, he'd be the first one to sweep all 3 series here at Daytona if he could win today. But yeah, to my knowledge, we only have one more super speedway race like this left on the schedule, and that'll be at Ricky. Of course, next race will be at another 2.5 mile oval, well, 2.5 mile track. It's going to be a triangle though. We are going to Pocono after this. Then of course we will go to Quarter Slammer. That'll be the weekend after that, and then of course we will wrap up the month of December right before the Christmas holiday, and that will be at Homestead, and I believe that'll be on a Tuesday night. That'll be our only midweek race of this round or this month. As you see, 3-4 wide back there. Someone's gonna get wrecked. 4 wide, and someone finally backed out of it. Oh, and you see more cars scraping the wall. Some cars lost the draft back here. See the 68, the 89, the 66. And look at this. This is just an entire pack that just lost the draft. Not a good day for some of those guys. As you see, still bumper to bumper. It's the 19 of Bobby 2 Davis and the 21 of Eric Faden. And surprisingly, they are giving each other room in this race. And Dustin Davis is actually crawling up the grid too. That guy has won. He's the only 2-time winner this season. He won at North Wilkesboro and at Darlington, but he wants to crawl into that top 25 because his 2 wins mean nothing if he is not in the top 25 in the points, which is of course the playoff cutoff. And look at this single file, quite a few cars deep. This is something we normally see in the NASCAR Cup Series races or the NASCAR Xfinity races. Not something we see here on the Lyft National side, and you see that didn't last long. Here comes Alexander Rowe for 3rd. Of course, the other thing is this is not a real good race to rebound if you had a bad double points race at Darlington. These guys know that. It's not the race to rebound. But of course, they will have Pocono on Sunday morning next week. And of course, that'll be our first Sunday showcase of the season. I believe we have another one, of course, at Quarter Slammer, which should be a good one. Here comes that 99 too. Befode Sacco starting to come into the mix here. See, no one's been able to challenge Bobby 2 Davis, and he's going to lead this lap, but after this he's 1 lap away. Oh man, you see some guys smacking that outside wall. But if he leads 1 more lap, he's going to clinch that playoff point, which will really help him out. I believe he was one of the ones with 5 or 6 playoff points. This could set him, again, above the rest in some cases. And I'm shocked. This has been a long time since a caution. As here we go, the battle for the lead is on. It's Dustin Davis and Bobby 2 Davis. And Dustin Davis will take the race lead away. He's trying to become the first back-to-back Lyft National Series winner. This season, of course, he's leading the cup points. Him and Fitzwater are going to have a dogfight tomorrow. As now Frodemar Otts will go to the race lead with help from Dylan Young. And now the lead is going to change hands a lot, I feel like. See 3 wide there for the lead. Not a good sign. As now Dylan Young is looking to the inside. And Dylan Young will take the race lead. Of course, Dylan Young, a native of Florida. So he would love to put on a good show for the hometown crowd. And there goes Alex Tanker now looking to spoil the party. With help from that 08, and that's Keith Stevens rather. It's been a week and a half, guys. Give me a break. Anyway, here we go down the back stretch. And this time we will come to 5 laps of racing to go. And surprisingly, I'm probably going to jinx it, but surprisingly, caution-free to this point as we hit 5 laps to go. Here comes that 98 of Trevor Collins. He wants second. And I suppose if I want to really jinx things, which I'm probably going to end up doing, I'm going to have a lot of guys angry at me after this race if I do jinx it. But so far on the restrictor plates, I don't believe we've had a race on the Lyft National side where GCN overtime has not been needed. As Trevor Collins goes to the lead. Four to go. Gene Sanford's back here. Keep in mind, Charles Sanford, who will be racing in tomorrow's race, is a former winner here at Daytona, so don't rule that 7 out. Another guy to not rule out is that 54 of Daniel Gittero. He is one of the guys in the points lead battle, and he's also won here earlier this season. So he knows how to get the job done. There's a guy, though, third on an inside line, who is trying to get some redemption from earlier this season. And that is Scott Upton, because overtime was not friendly to that 89 team. So you know they want a chance at redemption here. With 3 to go. And here's the thing, if we get a caution now, we are for sure headed to overtime. As here comes Gittero with Eric Faden and Austin Shaw. How bad do you want to win at Daytona? I imagine pretty bad. Here goes Daniel Gittero for the race lead and the chance to sweep at Daytona. Oh man, they're hitting the wall again. 2 laps to go. Keep in mind, if the leader takes the white flag, before the caution comes out, this race is over no matter what happens after that. And that's exactly what Daniel Guerrero is thinking right now. Please, just make it back to the line at all costs. I'll give you all some M&Ms if we can make it to the finish. Here goes Befode Sacco for second. And here comes the 4 of Casey Naneko. Don't rule him out either. As we make our way to the white flag, 1 lap of racing to go, presented by Mitchell's Memes. And we won't have overtime in this race. Daniel Guerrero. Keep in mind, he won here earlier this season when double points were at stake. In this race, there are no double points at stake. Only thing at stake is a win and the points lead for him. I don't think we've ever seen a driver sweep the Daytona races. Is out of turns 3 and 4 for the final time. You see them brushing off against the wall. No one's going to challenge him. Daniel Guerrero sweeps Daytona. I don't think I've ever in my life, or in series history, I don't think anybody has swept Daytona. Daniel Guerrero just did that. And that means Jello Cup Series going back to the TaxSlayer Cup Series days. Nobody has swept Daytona in a season. Daniel Guerrero is the first. Congratulations to the 54 team. They get the job done once with Twix on the car, this time with M&Ms on the car, and this should, without a doubt, give them a good points lead exiting this race. I just can't believe one thing, that we were caution free at Daytona as well. This shocks me, and I bet it upsets a lot of you more than the fact that your driver didn't wreck in this race. Or it upsets you more than if your driver had wrecked in this race, rather. The fact that we had no cautions here at Daytona, just absolutely astonishing. The only car out of the race was Giorgio Stumu in the number 6. Unreal. But hey, we want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like or dislike, and be sure to subscribe if you can. And of course, we'll show you your results and your standings, and we'll be back here with the Lyft National Race next Sunday from Pocono. Until then, bye everyone.